So, I'm gonna wrap this thing up, and I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story that kind of show us as I was married or am married and what happened. So as you know, been married now for 18 years this year. So we got a lot of stories to tell. And this is one that it was stressful as we were going through it. But even now, when my wife and I go back and talk about it, we laugh about this story, and I remember it like it was yesterday. So we had been married. This is the first year of marriage, and we had moved about 600 miles away from home. So all of our family was in one city, and we moved to the next state, all the way on the other side. And we were a good distance away. It would take 6 to 8 hours for anybody to come and lend us a hand, so we just had to depend on one another. And during this time, I never forget, my wife had gotten pregnant with our daughter. So she was pregnant the first year of our marriage. And we went down there with 2 incomes. So we was making pretty good money between the 2 of us, and we was living it up, doing all the stuff. But during this time, she was pregnant and she was not able to work. So now our 2 incomes went down to 1. And we quickly felt those effects. And we didn't have much money, but we still was doing our thing. We was with one another, better or worse, rich or poor, doing that. And it was just payday. And I had paid all the bills, paid the rent, paid the electricity, did that stuff. But we needed food. And I never forget this. My wife was like, you know what? If we just had some eggs and some sausages and rice, we could eat for a couple days. So this is what we did. I looked in the cabinets and we had the rice. So one of the 3 ingredients down, looked again, no sausage. We didn't even have eggs. But I knew at the grocery store during that time, you can get 6 eggs for $1. And of course, not having money, I didn't have $1 in my pocket. So you know what we did? We pulled the sofa cushions out and we dug through the sofa cushions to get enough change to go buy some eggs and sausages and stuff. And we ended up finding enough. We found enough change. So I had a handful of quarters, and I go down to the Winn-Dixie. I go in, I buy the eggs, had something to buy the sausages with because they was on sale that day, and I come out. So I'm scored, I'm winning. But the recipe calls for some soy sauce. So y'all check this out. So we pull up to the Chinese restaurant next to the Winn-Dixie. And I had to go in and get the soy sauce. But I didn't make an order. And I was nervous, I was embarrassed, I was everything. But I waited till I saw other people going in and making orders. I walked in, I grabbed about a handful of soy sauce packets, and I just walked out the door. So there we go. We had all of our ingredients to make egg, sausage, rice so we can eat for the next 2 days. And I'm telling you what, that thing was good. But what was bad about it is we were poor. We didn't have much. But we remember those times. We just talked about it the other day. How we dug through the couch to have some quarters to get eggs and sausage, and embarrassed look at me trying to sneak soy sauce out of the Chinese restaurant. But that made for a good experience. Needless to say, I don't have to take from Chinese restaurants anymore, but it's still fun to look back at those times. So anyway, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm about to get out of here. So you know me. What I always say, I love you and God loves you. So everybody have a blessed day.